Welcome back to You're Done, the podcast for the girls, gays, and theys, hosted by me, Brendan.
And me, Tasha. And on our podcast, we talk about whatever we want. So strap in or strap on, because today we're yapping about gay romance novels.
We are joined by our very own resident gay scholar, Kevin. That's me. Say hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. What a pleasure to have a scholar in our midst today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Kevin, what makes you an expert on gay romance novels?
I've read a lot of them.
How many?
I have read 68 gay romance novels.
That seems a little short one.
It is short.
One
just
more.
The one.
Just the one.
Just the one. It's going to be a milestone. It'll be a banger.
Banger. Love it.
Yeah. So we thought this would be a fun topic to talk about because Heated Rivalry has taken over everything.
Everything.
And if you didn't know, it started out as a book.
You know, that's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
That I started out a book and yet.
Here we are.
It's also made a lot of money, the book now, too.
Tons
Yeah.
and tons and tons.
I'm going to purchase it for my next flight.
Mm-hmm.
Fab. Well, and so we brought Kevin here to tell us all about the genre that is gay romance novels because it turns out there are a lot.
Yes.
More than 69 even.
Mm-hmm.
And I am like a mini connoisseur. I've read a few.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you've definitely given me some great recommendations.
Oh,
so.
thank you.
And I
love
definitely am the novice here.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's okay, we
basically
got
going to start to jot down my options from this.
So she's
Perfect.
taking notes.
Yes. I actually got my iPad ready.
So for today's topic, we're going to jump right in. We're not even going to do a catch up. We're just going to talk right about our topic and why gay romance novels are interesting. What are they? Maybe where did they come from in fan fiction? We'll learn a little bit about Kevin all through this process. So let's jump in.
I'm ready.
So, Kev, what qualifies as something that is a gay romance novel?
Well, I think it has to be a romance novel. And
Okay.
it also has to be gay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, yeah,
Very
okay.
straightforward.
You know
So-
what? I actually wouldn't have
You
put
wouldn't
that
have
together.
guessed.
So thank you for breaking that down for me.
You're welcome.
actually.
Yeah.
This is what it means to be a scholar.
Yes.
This is the root of my scholarship.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then how is that different from like LGBTQ fiction?
Okay. So I think that the romance part is really important.
Okay.
And there's a huge like wealth of LGBTQ fiction out there, but I think it's really the romance that makes it,
Got it.
right?
It's like the central point of the story.
Yeah, the central point of the story is really, two or more characters who are falling in love or, things are happening with them as it relates to their relationship.
Got it. And
Yeah.
so why do you love it? Why is it something that you've like, how have you come to read 68?
How was
Oh
this
my God.
unlocked?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay,
How is
so
this
you
your
wanna hear the
personal
story?
lore?
I'm ready. I'm
You want
ready
to hear
for
the
this.
story?
I feel like there's a really
Okay.
great like.
I know, but it starts a little bit dark. It starts a
ready.
little bit grim. So I was in grad school a few years ago,
Okay.
and I was studying really, really terrible things. Like,
What were you studying?
really, I was studying basically like genocide and apartheid and
Ooh, heavy.
yes, I was studying very heavy things. There was a point at which like I had a whole bunch of books on my bedside table, and it was like, this atrocity thing and this thing about. Anyway, it was awful. It was really terrible.
And you're like, I need to read something about, getting it in.
Yes.
I respect that.
No,
I respect that.
but really,
I respect
I need to read. Okay, so it was a
Yeah.
little bit less that and a little bit more. I need to read something about love and
Mm.
hope and
Mm.
joy
Mm.
and, the worlds that we want to build and the hopeful future possibilities
Ooh.
and also
Speak
getting it
about
in.
what you're
And
saying.
also get it in.
You know
In
what?
fact, that
I
was one.
respect it.
Thank you.
Was
That
Was
was
one of
your-
the books called that?
What, getting it in?
Yeah.
No, that's going to be 69.
Right. That part.
Yeah, and so that was actually, in fact, getting it in, that was one of my very first gay romance novels that I read, which is Him Number 1 by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen.
Number 1.
Yeah, because there's also Us Number 2, so Him is the first one in the series. And it is,
I enjoy actually that title because I just went like this. Mm. Yes.
and it's very sweet, and it is actually a gay hockey romance novel, right? So very apropos. And it is also steamy. The sex scenes are really lovely. They're really lovely. And I wouldn't quite call it erotica, right? Because that's like a whole other kettle of fish.
Yeah.
But anyway, it hit.
How do they differ? Now,
It's-
I want to know that kettle of fish.
Yeah, it's a
Which is
good
a weird
question.
saying as well because
Yeah,
You
like
put
what's
a
different
kettle-
from smut versus like
Yeah.
gay romance?
So, I mean, the short answer is I'm not sure, but the longer, no, honestly, I'm not
Okay.
sure. And a good scholar always recognizes their blind spots, right?
Sure,
Like where they're not
sure.
sure about things.
Okay.
But if I had to guess, I would say that erotica and smut is really about the sex, right? Like that is really what the story is written about. It's written about the climax of the sex and the
Great use of words.
relationship.
That was great.
Oh, see what I did there? I put
sure did.
climax and sex in the same sentence. We love. Anyway, and I think gay romance is actually so much more about the character development.
Got it.
And the relationship between the two people. And sex can be a part of it. Awesome. We love to see it. But it's really much more about the relationship.
Like what Heated Rivalry was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
There's
that's a good
sex in
example.
it, but it's about love.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody say love.
you
Everybody
wouldn't
say
know that from
love.
the first 2 episodes.
But
No,
It
the
was
first
like
two episodes,
basically
Get
porn.
on floor.
yeah.
Get down on the ground, yeah. Yeah.
And listen, we love to see that too, but in the end, it really is about their relationship.
So that brings me to the next question. In terms of that genre, gay romance novels, like what are some of the expectations of it? Is sex or smut expected? Like, do you pick up a book thinking there's going to be a really good smut scene in this? Or is it just truly, it can be very like
You just go
vanilla
in.
and PG?
Yeah, I think there's a whole range.
Okay.
I think there's a whole range. And that's actually something that I love about the genre. That, like, yes, sex can be a part of it, but it's not necessary and it's not expected.
Okay.
And so I have read a wide range of, and in fact, I have a chili pepper score, right? Like, how
Love.
much smut is there? 1 to 4. 4 is a real banger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
So-
bet.
for
Tasha's
sure.
going to ask for the 4.
Yeah. Here,
Yeah,
I'll give you a
chili
good
pepper.
I want that
4.
list.
A Nobleman's Guide to Seducing a Scoundrel.
Ooh.
by,
Say
that sounds-
J.J. Charles. Yeah, those sex scenes in that book. Yeah. Like sweating, hands underneath your underwear while you're reading it, for
Wow.
sure. For sure.
Wow.
Just so y'all know
So
what's
you can't
happening.
read that outside your home.
No.
Unless, I mean,
Oh my God, but P.S.
do what you need to do.
Listen, live your best life.
Live
but
your best life. Just not on the TTC, please.
So I was gonna
Smut
say
on the TTC is
so I
very
was-
common.
So I was gonna say, okay, so like vulnerable moment, I'm reading because sometimes you don't know what the book is
Right.
until you're like
Mm.
there, right? And so I can't remember which book I'm reading, but I'm reading a book, and I do remember the book. It was by Foz Meadows. It was the sequel to what was that book called? The first one was called It'll Come to Me. Foz Meadows. That one was a really good book. A Strange and Stubborn Endurance. That was the first one. I can't remember the name of the sequel, but I'm reading the sequel and they get to I'm literally on the TTC. I'm on the subway and it gets to a sex scene and like it's all happening. I was like, what the fuck? I can't do this. I cannot do this right now. I can't do
Hair
this.
start to lift.
Oh my goodness. And I
Have
was
you
like,
ever like
do
had a
this.
moment that you're reading it and then like let's say you're on the subway or
Sure.
whatever, public transit,
Yeah.
and someone looks over and gives you the face like, oh, I know that book.
Right. Yeah, the like wink of
yeah.
like,
Oh,
I've seen.
I finished that last night. Yeah. Has that ever happened?
So my saving grace about that moment not happening for me is I always read on my Kobo. So no one knows what I'm reading. So no one knows what I'm
Oh,
reading.
you like to keep
That's-
it
yeah.
I
keep
do.
the smut secret.
That's
yeah?
right. And sometimes with one of those filters where people actually can't even see the words.
Oh.
I don't
Smart.
have that, but anyway,
Clever.
it would be smart. But I actually, if there were moments in which that were happening, like Heated Rivalry, for example, and someone sees I'm reading the book and they give me a little
Yeah.
wink and a nod.
Like, what page are you on? I know.
Yeah. How far or how many times have you read this now? Like
Mm.
what time are you on?
Yeah.
I would love that because
that
I
would be-
think there's a
It's a
whole
bonding moment.
camaraderie.
Mm.
right? There's a whole camaraderie around the
Mhm.
genre.
So
Anyway.
what are some of the expectations? Like when you pick up a book, what do you think, what are you going to get out of it? What are some of the like, is it always a happy ending? Is there always a slow burn? Does it always have a rivalry? Like what are the things that are sort of commonplace in that genre of book?
Yeah, so I think you're describing many of them. And I think it just depends on the book, right? So there's definitely a slow burn.
Okay.
Right? That's one part of it. Not all
Is it
books
all
are
the
slow
time?
burns.
Oh,
No. Not all books are slow
I'd be
burns.
like,
oh my God,
I'm on
no.
board now.
Some get it in the first 50 pages, right? Like some really hit it. So slow burn is one
Almost
sort
like
of
50 pages. Go on page 10. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Tasha
you're like,
wants first
what
word.
I'm
are we waiting for?
Seriously.
Get it. So subcategories, right?
Okay.
Slow burn is definitely one of them. Enemies to lovers, definitely another one,
Okay.
right? Like Taming of the Shrew vibe is another one, right?
Got it.
There's also like unrequited love. Is it going to happen? Right? Like, they break up at the end. Not all of them end with happy endings. So there really is, there's a lot of diversity. There's a lot of diversity. I personally, because I think so much of the reason why I read them is about love and hope and joy.
Yeah.
Fucking give me the Hallmark.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Have a bow at the end so I don't feel broken in two.
That's right. There's enough brokenness in the world. I don't need. This is not why I'm reading this. This is not why I'm reading
the
this.
truth.
Yeah,
ain't that the truth?
Exactly.
I respect that.
So you said that the Hymn series was the first ones you've ever read?
Yes.
Okay, and did you get recommended? Was that recommended to you, or how did you find that?
I'm being very honest. I cannot remember.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't remember how I found it.
Stumbled into it.
What you're gonna be watching? Be like, I was the one.
It was me.
Was it you? Was it you? Reply in the comments. Was it you?
Already?
Tell me.
Yeah.
Don't slide into my DMs. Make it public. Drag me. Right? Do the
Let's
thing
go.
you have to do.
Let's go.
Remind me that it was you.
So I have a little, I love a fun fact. I love doing a little bit of research.
He loves a fun fact.
So as a part of this, so I have read a couple as well. I read some of him, not all of it.
Is that a different book?
No, it's
Shade. Wait a second, Shade.
But that would be funny.
Why?
Why didn't you finish the
Why
book?
didn't you finish the book, Brendan?
Was it the first one that you suggested him to read?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
wow.
that was not the first one.
Okay, what was the first one?
No, the first one I think you ever suggested was Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Oh, sure.
By
Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Oh, the canon.
It's a really good. That's probably the first one you should start with.
For sure.
Okay. So I read that one. That was good. One of my favorite books of all time is The Song of Achilles.
Of course.
Which is also canonically gay. But what I found really interesting about it when doing the research is that a lot of gay romance novels sort of come through the pipeline of fan fiction. So like online, I don't know. Did you ever get into this, Tasha? Like as a teenager, fan fiction? Do you know what it is though?
Of course. I had Scholastic book fairs.
They were not selling fan fiction at the Scholastic.
Okay, but the pencils and the erasers.
Listen,
could you imagine? They're selling gay smut in the
flyer
elementary
came out,
school.
Listen,
my gosh.
I promise you, Miss Frizzle is a lesbian. Okay?
Oh, she is.
She is. So
Lily Tomlinson is the voice of her.
Well, then I was correct.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So I went to that.
The flyers, you just said the flyers coming
And
out?
I
just had a sense memory.
Right?
Oh my God. I am back in elementary school.
I go home, read those. I'm like, Mommy, I need like literally $1,500.
Well, and here's the thing. The Scholastic's book fair really did their goal they achieved was to make lifelong readers. And they sure did. I don't think they thought the content we'd be reading is this, but I think they're just happy that we're reading books.
Words on a page.
Be honest.
Words on a page. They did their job.
Yeah. And so fan fiction in and of itself is often like, it's existing it's existing characters or environments. And then people go online and write these stories. And it's fascinating because a lot of fan fiction then becomes really famous stuff. So one of the most like notable ones is 50 Shades of Grey is from fan fiction.
Mm-hmm.
It was from Twilight. And she wrote it as this thing called Master of the Universe. And then under the pen name Snow Queen's Ice Dragon. And then, of course, she put it towards a publisher and so on and so forth. Heated Rivalry, also famously fan fiction, started out as Marvel. It was Captain America and Bucky.
When he told me that, I was like, I cannot unsee it.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I watch it over, I'm like, this is little too
but it's game changers
G for me.
So it's Scott and Kip, not Ilya and
oh, you don't
Shane,
clarify that to me.
Yeah, so it started with Game Changers, so it's the Scott Hunter. But then you have like Red, White, and Royal Blue was also started online. So it originally was supposed to be a real person fiction of Andrew Garfield and Jesse Eisenberg. And then from The Social Network, I don't know if you remember the Facebook movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
So that's where Red, White, and Royal Blue came from. Wild.
Interesting.
Did you ever read Carry On by Rainbow Rowell?
No.
Okay.
No, but a very popular author.
Okay.
It's on the list. I haven't read it.
And that's another one where her novel Fangirl, the protagonist is all about Harry Potter. And then Heartstoppers was originally a webcomic, which we haven't even gotten into that. That's
okay,
graphic
we haven't
novels.
even gotten into that. Oh my God, Heartstopper.
Ooh,
that show and that book changed my life.
But so
I need you to know that it is okay. Ready?
Please.
Yeah, ready.
I need you to know.
This
We're
is what we
seated.
I
this
need
is
you
what
to
we had you
know.
for.
I need you to know that it is the morning of my wedding. It was my wedding morning.
Taking you back.
So this is September 4th. Oh my God, was that the day I got married? I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, because I almost got it
I'm
wrong.
pretty sure it was.
Aaron, I hope you're not watching, but it's fine. So it's the morning of September 4th, 2022. And the one book that I chose to bring to the hotel with me to read was Heartstopper. And it's actually 6 books.
When did you
Okay.
have time to read a book?
Well, 'cause
Kevin
we-
will always find
On
time.
the day of your
but-
wedding?
It
Trust
was we were
and
getting up in the
believe.
morning, right? Like Aaron was still asleep. He looked beautiful. I was excited. There was a light mist outside. It was all very romantic. And the music to the soundtrack for the show is playing in the background, right?
On its own?
No, I
Okay,
pressed
so
play.
you're
I
like,
pressed
there's
play.
Some nice
Yeah.
I
breeze
pressed
outside,
play.
and then
Yeah.
randomly the playlist is playing.
Very serendipitous.
Right?
Yes.
Like Heartstopper season 1, excellent soundtrack, beautiful soundtrack, still one of my favorites. And I'm leafing through I can't remember which one, but I'm leafing through the books, and this is my happy moment. This is my like, I'm getting married today. This is about, gay love, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful. And this was part of my morning wedding
That's cute.
preparations because
that.
Alice Oseman, like you changed so many lives. She changed so many lives.
She did a big one.
It was really big.
So an interesting fact about all of this is that you as a gay man, I'm assuming that's how you identify.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Very.
Are reading these books. But actually, the demographic of these are
Are
not
women.
generally gay men. And so it's actually, you're kind of unique in the sense of being somebody who loves it so much when the demographic is not that. What are your thoughts on why it's not really, like, as someone who's like in it, do you have any idea or a thought on why you think it's sort of, the demographic is not often gay men?
Oh, that's a really good question. So the short answer is I'm not sure. But
Fair.
the longer answer is, because really the question you're asking is why don't more gay men read more gay romance?
And I think that's growing, but it's definitely not geared or like advertised towards maybe us as much.
Oh, well, we found it.
We did find it. We sure did.
Surprise.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I have a take on that, but I will say I have a very close friend. We have a very close friend. We're not going to name her.
Okay.
We're not going to name her. She shall remain unnamed. He's a he, but we refer to her as she.
Yes,
right.
got it. To make it more confusing.
Yeah.
To be as vague as possible and to use every gender, we have a friend.
Yeah, and they.
And they.
And they. So, no, and so, I have been pushing him for a long time to read gay romance and to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And for him, it's too saccharine. He can't do it. It's just too saccharine, right? Like, it's just... I don't want to frame him as cynical, but there was some block that he had about not being able to get into it. Do you have this person? Do you have a sense of like what that thing is?
I mean, this specific person, I just don't think that that's the genre
That's their thing
that they would get into anyways. But I also do think that there is like, because it's often also written not by gay men.
Oh, interesting.
The framing is different in both ways. So it's sort of like, it's geared towards women because it's often written by women for women.
Huh.
And there's a thing I was looking at because I was trying to figure this out myself, is that and like Tasha obviously weigh in because this is like specifically related to you.
I believe I can answer that.
So you go. Why do you think women are more interested in reading about gay men?
Okay, I think it's a mixture of like, we like love and hate men.
Okay. Fair, us too.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
And a lot of people have been through like traumas or whatever it might be, bad breakup, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, all men suck. But then you're like, when you can read about two men that love each other, you're like, so there are ones that are good. They're just the ones that we can't have. Right?
But that's okay.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
But you just
okay.
want to be able to witness what something that like you look at from an outside perspective and say like, you know what? It's just really healing to see love that may not exist for me, but it exists in the world, whether a book or whatever.
Yeah.
And just see, like when we talk about Heated Rivalry, it's like the entire time you're expecting something terrible to happen.
Right.
Just because of how the narrative of society has made it. And so when it ends, and it just ends in positive, like the family came along, they drove into the sun, you just feel like you've been on a ride that didn't crash you down and break you apart, right? And so even if there are books that have that, you're like, but it will get better. They'll find their way back.
Right.
Because they're not in a horrible situation like how maybe we have been in.
Got
so I think it's just like a fantasy of it all.
Yeah, the fantasy. Yeah, that makes sense.
Of it all. And then, if I'm completely frankly honest, a hot gay sex moment.
Yeah.
Turn it on the television and let me just press play, right? Because it's hot.
Yeah.
That's I guess the first part is the big answer.
Yeah.
The plain answer, it's hot.
Does there play an element of like gender roles and the fact that like there isn't necessarily the same like power difference or like perceived power difference of like, you know,
in my life, I'm always been that bitch. So I don't really understand that part, but
more of like, I guess like there's less of a like, because one of the things I saw was that there's less of a like a threat of violence.
Yeah.
This way often.
That's why I'm like, part of my mind just went to like Law and Order SVU. And a lot of us grew up watching all of that and just see the trauma that like you have to go through, like rape victims and all this stuff. And not to say that that doesn't exist, right? But it's just like it feels safer.
Right.
To be enthralled into this world of this fantasy because like I can't get hurt from it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hot.
Does any of
that?
And
it's hot.
And it's hot.
It's fucking hot.
Does any of that resonate with you? Like, do you see an overlap in that at all, and like why you read them?
I mean, certainly, when Tash was talking about this, we just get to watch a thing that ends well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and I think you and I have talked about this before, right? Like, let's talk about gay narratives and what they historically look like, right?
Oh, God.
Say the word. No, say the word.
Trauma.
What is it?
AIDS.
Exactly.
Death,
AIDS, death,
trauma,
homophobia,
marrying
right?
a woman,
right?
When you're not,
right? Like in the closet, right? That's I shouldn't say, but that's so often what gay narratives.
I think you can say traditionally.
Can I say traditionally?
Yeah, I think traditionally gay stories.
That's
are
so traditionally what gay stories are, and that's why there was so much. This is one of the things that people really said about Heartstopper when that show came out. Again, Alice Oseman, right? Like, they were like, oh, and like, yes, there's like, I'm confused about whether or not I'm gay or bi. And yes, there is some homophobia. Like, that's true. Some of that stuff happens in the show.
Yeah.
But also, it like ends well, right? Like, there's a happy ending. And most of the show is just about gay love stories going well, right?
Right, and just going through regular life stuff.
Yeah, and going through, and in the case of those were teenagers, right? Like teens going through teen stuff, right? Yeah. Like, going through their journey of coming out and whatever, right? Like, and it ends well. And I think that's so important.
Yeah.
I think that's so important.
You saying that even just brought back, and I know we spoke about this on the podcast before, but like when you're growing up and you're listening to the narrative of like anything that has to do with like LGBTQ community, it's a lot of it is very negative, right? I told you in high school, we did the Laramie project in grade 9.
Oof.
Yeah. I went to school of the arts, right? It, like in grade 9. And right, like those are things that are like traumatic, right?
Yeah.
And so when you have all of that, and then one of my favorite musicals is Rent, and like, you just have so many things that you just see that are just see or hear or listen to or read that is just negative. It's hot to see or read and whatever, just a good love story.
Right.
And I also think it's important. What do I want to say here? Like, I think that the representation matters too, right? Like, I think that, and I get that this is not everyone's experience and it's not everywhere and blah, 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 blah. But I think that queer kids, queer youth need to need to see that it ends well. And to
Right.
see, but not even
Yeah.
that it just ends well, but that actually it can go well.
Yeah.
Right? It
There
can
can
go
be a
well.
happy ending.
Yeah.
There can be a happy ending, right? Like, you know, like
Yeah.
maybe it's okay for you to come out to your friends because they're not going to hate you. Oh my God. Can we just have a quick sidebar to the English teacher and that
Oh, the
TV
TV
show?
show. Yeah.
Oh my God. There's this
TV show is
best.
the English teacher.
Oh, it's really good. Do you remember his name? The producer and main character?
Brandon something
Anyway,
Alvarez.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways, Yeah.
Anyway, there's this incredible scene where so he's a high school teacher in Austin, and one of his kids, like, you know, in a private moment comes out to him and says like, oh, like I just don't know what to do. And he just laughs at him. Oh my God, it's so funny. He laughs at him because he's like, oh my God, this is like 2025. You're coming out. Just like go tell your friends. Like go into the hall and tell people you're gay and find the other gays in the hall. Like he's like, I came out in the 2000s when it was actually hard, right? Like just go and live your best life.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess that's my way of saying I think things are changing and for the better.
But there's
anyway.
power in imagining. There's a lot of power in
That's
being
right.
able to imagine stuff.
Yeah.
So I get it.
And I think that that's also why episode 5, Heated Rivalry, Scott and Kip, right? Like Scott calls Kip down to the ice and we all have this moment. And actually, do you mind if I call it your partner, Eddie?
Go ahead.
Yeah. It was actually Eddie. There it is. Here we are.
Get him.
So we were having dinner and Eddie says, yeah. And what was so powerful about that moment is that like in the show, they're watching it all happening on TV while we're all watching it happen on TV. It's this really meta moment where like, yes, first gay hockey player comes out, right? Calls him down to the ice. They have this beautiful moment where they're kissing on the ice and everyone goes wild and it's really beautiful. And that's art's way of living its way into the future, right? We want to see that in the NHL. We're all waiting for that moment in the NHL when it happens. So, closeted gay hockey player in the NHL.
I know you're listening.
Yeah,
Yes.
to us specifically.
We're ready.
We're
ready. Live your best life. We're all here to cheer you on.
Yeah.
Great.
But it kind of like my heart breaks that like you might have to read this to see positive narratives just because a lot of them don't exist.
Right.
Yet.
That's
yeah.
like my like it breaks my heart. I actually have a question.
Hit me.
Please.
Because you're so enthralled and have so many, let me be specific, 68 books that you've read on this.
One more.
Would you ever consider writing your own?
I have thought about it. A friend of mine and I actually started one.
Oh.
Yeah. We started one. We like riffed back and forth. I wrote a chapter. He wrote a chapter. I'm not sure it's going to work out. But for that moment, it was really fun.
How many chapters in are we?
So we have the outline, I think, for about 10 chapters. And I think we've got like a good solid start on 1 or 2. Yeah.
It's ready.
ready.
Put that into
It's
ChatGPT.
It's actually already in Indigo. You can already get
Yeah.
a chapter.
You can already buy it online.
This is actually a
it comes with
self-promotion
a-
episode.
You know the
Yeah.
rugs, not the rugs, the throws that Indigo sells? You know those ones?
Yeah.
They can give it to you for cheaper when you buy a book. Like those, like this, like the blankets.
just like
Yeah,
blankets.
Yeah,
okay.
it'll come with your book, so you have something to put over
Perfect.
yourself just in case.
That's right. And there will be moments when you might have to put that over yourself. Not gonna lie.
There you go.
So, okay, back to the wholeness of all of this. When you're thinking about like, okay, so we're talking to Tash now.
Okay.
It sounds like you've never read a gay romance novel before.
No.
Okay.
Actually,
Never
I don't
too
think
late.
So. No, I don't think so.
Okay, so
I have to think about that for a second.
Kevin, as the resident expert,
Where
what
should I
would be
start?
your where would you start? How would you walk
What is my
through
gateway
somebody?
drug?
How do you do you have specific recommendations, or do you have like, okay, think about these things and then that'll help you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure makes sense. Okay, so I'll go in 2 directions. So I'm getting the sense that you and I have something in common,
Okay, I'm listening.
which is that we like the sex.
We like it sexy.
It's heavy,
We
heavy,
like it
heavy
sexy.
smut. Heavy smut. Okay.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
I, notwithstanding Brenda's experience, I actually think him number 1 is a great place to start.
Number 1.
It is on my
He
list.
read like 5 pages and was like,
No.
Lord.
No,
And it's
no.
okay.
Over
If you need to skip to the sexy parts, I totally get it. I do that
No,
sometimes
but I also
too.
love the love story of it
Yeah.
all. Yeah. Like, I don't want it to just be like, come over and I'll leave my house.
Right. Right.
And
You want the relationship.
I want the
You want the
relationship.
relationship. And that's something that I also love about him. Number one is that they actually have. So it's a story. I'll just give a little bit.
Please.
It's a story about very old. Oh, so it's hockey. Oof.
Yeah.
Right. So we're
I can't
on
actually
theme.
watch it the same ever again.
No, of course not.
Nobody can.
I'm looking at them through the camera. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, you're like, I know what you do in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I know what you've been up to at hockey camp.
Yeah.
So this is where they meet. They meet when they're kids at hockey camp, and they end up whatever. I won't ruin the plot for you, but they end up having falling out and going their separate ways, and then they become rookie stars, right? So it's giving a little bit heated
was like,
rivalry.
Which came first?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna guess him number one came first, but I don't know.
Oh, so
Internet
is there bad
tell
blood
us.
there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
it's giving.
No. The gay hockey genre
This
is a
one-
mile wide and a
This
mile
one
deep.
is a bit different.
Oh my
'cause
God,
it's
everyone
like
reads
best
it.
friends to lovers sort of
That's
scenario
right.
versus
Ah,
and then rivals. But
got it.
Heated Rivalry is straight up rivals to
Right,
lovers.
that's right.
So
That's
this is
right.
more they have more
Best friends, disconnect.
Mhm.
They, they're rivals, and then
Okay.
mayhem ensues. So I think you would love it for the love too. So him number one, I think, is a great place to start. And so I'd add a couple other sort of must reads just for the canon, right?
Please.
Red, White, and Royal Blue, classic.
Yeah.
Casey McQuiston, very important. And I do think Heartstopper, and plus it's graphic novels, so it's like quick
Yeah.
read, great,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
So for the canon, for sure. But to Brenda's question, he said, what are other sort of subcategories or ways of thinking about it? There are subcategories, right? So there's romantasy, right? We haven't even talked about romantasy.
Yeah.
Romantasy.
Romantasy.
So this is like knights and demons and witches and warlocks.
like quite literally the
Ro-
fantasy of
the
romance.
fantasy
Yeah.
of romance,
Oh, so
right? This
Harry
is
Potter adjacent, grown up, non-muggles.
Non
Yeah.
muggles.
What was the redheaded kid's name in Harry
Hermione.
Potter?
Ron.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
We're going gay here, Tasha.
like she's not even redhead. What am I saying? The Weasleys.
The Weasleys, right.
That's
and I
right.
said it with such confidence.
As you always do. Full chest into nothing.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's very much giving Harry and Ron go for it, right?
And what's this
Like,
one?
Oh my God, the genre's enormous.
Oh, got it. I
No,
was
the
like, I
genre's
thought there was a
enormous.
specifically.
Romantasy.
Okay.
Yeah, there's here, what's a good one? So one of my favorites is So This Is Ever After by F.T. Lukens. There's also
Deep breath.
deep breath. Okay, so I don't know that it's high art, right? Right? Like, I don't know that in terms of writing, it is the best writing I've ever read. No offense to the author, who also I love. But there is a book called The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. It's called The Nightmare
The
Before
titles
Christmas.
of these are
Right.
wild.
I'll have to look. The Nightmare.
It's reminding me of like, in the 90s, like in movies when like a creepy guy is going into like the sex shop or like the adults like
the adult section of the like movies.
and like the names are like this.
A little bit, yeah.
Love.
So author's name is Sarah Rash. We love. And so The Nightmare Before Christmas is each holiday is a house of royals. So there's the House of Christmas, and there's the House of Easter, and there's the House of Halloween, right? And it's the central plot is about the Prince of Christmas and the Prince of Halloween, right?
Okay.
So it's a kind of enemies to lovers thing, but it happens in this sort of magical kingdom, and it's a whole thing. So just to say, romantasy, it's a mile wide, it's a mile deep, and that book is so fucking funny. Oh my God, it's so funny, right? Like they just like in Red, White, and Royal Blue, they cut in text messages that the kids are like texting each other. So you actually you read the text threads, and it's
in the kingdoms.
Yeah. They have phones. They have smartphones.
You have to remember, it's a book. It's a fantasy.
We just
yeah.
You know what? Throw
Suspension
in
of
it's a big red dog.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Just walk around.
The thing about it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think people are reading gay romance novels as like Pulitzer Prize winning books.
So I think that's generally true.
They're meant as entertainment. It's
I think that's generally
more
true.
light reading.
Notwithstanding the fact that Andrew Greer won the Pulitzer Prize for Less, right?
I have that down there.
Which was a gay novel that had a romance. It wasn't really about romance, but
gay novels
I take your point.
But I think the romance, and I think romance as in general is meant more as it's supposed to be it's the genre is wider. You have people all sorts of people are publishing.
Yeah, you have people dabbling. You have people doing a one time. You have people doing lots, right? And so it's really
it can be impactful. It's just not necessarily the writing isn't necessarily.
It can be. It can be. The writing can take you there. So there was actually one where I was reading it. I was like, oh my god, the writing is incredible. And that was We Could Be So Good by Cat Sebastian. I was reading it. I was like, oh my god, this is legitimately well written. Oh my god, Cat Cat Sebastian's great. We Could Be So Good. It was beautiful
because it's my mind just went to a place. When you're like, we could be so good together if you tried.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And it's about
you got her with the title.
You got me in with that title.
And it's about the newspaper business, and it's about writers, and who are writing together, and one is a son of the publisher, and so there's this whole dimension of the written word as part of it. Anyway, it was beautiful. It was really great. But I think the punchline of where I was going is, so yes, there's the canon for sure.
Yeah.
But it also, in these subcategories, do you want a slow burn? Right? Do you want the romantasy? So I think what I'm trying to say is it's possible to take your favorite genre of a book and say, okay, what is the gay romance in that? Okay. Right? So do you love fantasy? Great. Do you love science fiction? I got one for you too, right?
Sure does.
I do. I actually do.
And when we say slow burn, is it as in it's boring at the beginning, or it's kind of touch?
The romance is slow.
And we looked at each other from afar, from the other side of the block, and there was a light wink in his eye, but actually it was just, I don't know, a fly that he was swapping away. And then I saw him again 19 years later.
Fuck me writing. I'm ready. I'm ready to read your book.
Later,
you don't need to read it. Just write it.
Yeah.
You just write it.
We were both in Portugal and Lisbon.
Yes.
And I noticed him after 19 years later.
Yes.
And finally,
yes,
we were in a place in our lives.
I'm crying.
Where we could embrace.
I'm crying.
But yes, we still couldn't.
And then we fucked.
Yeah, there we go. ...
So have you seen the show The Boyfriend? Have you seen that? It's a
oh my gosh,
show
no,
on
she
Netflix.
hasn't, but I love it.
Okay.
What is it on?
Netflix.
See, I don't have Netflix. So unless it's been put on the Plex, I don't know what's on the Netflix.
Yeah, but I don't know if this would be your vibe, but it's
But
it's so
this
good.
is slow burn, right? This is slow burn.
It's a Japanese gay dating show. You basically don't see anyone kiss until episode 6
of 12
out of 10. Yeah, yeah. Or 8 of 10. It's crazy.
I'm on episode 5. Two of the people held hands for the first time, and everyone's lose
scandalized. Yeah,
no, but basically, it was
But sometimes actually that could be. It could either take forever, or you could be you every time they get closer, you're oh, it's gonna be now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be now. But if it takes too long, then you're over it.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, in all your many, Tasha should describe what's on your phone because she was roasting you before.
No, I need y'all to understand though. No tea, no shade. I have 2020, okay, but this is written. Did you choose it to be in this font?
So for our listeners, Tasha's looking at Kevin's phone, which he has been referencing to be able to tell you about all of the books that he's read. There is a Excel file.
Did you
Google Sheets?
Did you put it together?
And it is very small, right?
Very small,
but in an impressively organized way.
Thank the Lord!
Now she can
I just zoomed in.
Zoomed in. Yes. Okay.
So in all of that list, Kevin,
did you have this before, or purposely for today?
Oh, no, I had this before.
He tracks
that's even-
everything.
Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah. So I started tracking my reading in 2015, and this is every book I've read since.
But honey, I think there's apps for that.
There is. That's
Are we hitting a soft spot
Okay,
there?
No shade. No shade. There are apps for that. I'm just a little bit of a control freak. And so I want to organize my data the way I want it to be organized.
Yes, I feel like there are apps that also like pay you to organize.
okay. So not to go too far down
Okay.
this road because we could go a while.
It's just
it
wild.
is.
Anyways.
So speaking from that list, Kevin, what is one of the most overrated gay romance novels that you've read?
I don't know. You tell me. What is it, Brenda?
No.
No, you know exactly what it is because you were the one that recommended it to me.
Oh,
Say
but
it
that one's
again.
not-
Say it again.
No,
Oh, you don't think it's gay romance?
I mean, it's not in what I was thinking of that, but sure, you can use that one.
So it is. I know.
The
No
question-
tea, no shade.
The question was for you.
Okay, fine.
You have to.
So-
it needs to come out of your mouth.
So the author
I
hears
know.
this. They're not like,
I know.
it's
I'm
you.
waiting for the internet to fucking cancel me over this one. No, I'm about to get canceled. This is How You Lose the Time War, right? This is How You Lose the Time War by the truly talented and wonderful authors.
There's two people.
Yeah, there are two
Are
of
you
them.
saying time warp or time
War.
war? Got it.
Yeah. By Max Gladstone and Amal El Mokhtar. And again, very talented, loving them to bits. And the book blew up and I couldn't get into it.
Do you have another one for that list that isn't roasting me?
Oh.
How do you... No,
He said, actually,
I'm just getting you back for him number one. That's all that's
I
happening
didn't say it was
here.
bad. I just said I didn't finish it. But it's not like a DNF.
Okay, fine.
It's not I'm not going to finish it.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
I haven't finished it.
Wait, say it again.
DNF.
Oh, so that's also on my list, just so you know.
Got
That's
it.
like, yeah. It's the DN. I love that acronym. Yeah, did not finish. Something else that's overrated.
Yeah. Any of the big ones.
Okay, sure. So I like. Overrated is tough, right?
Okay.
Because what do we
Maybe-
mean when we say overrated,
Yeah,
right? What do we
everything's
mean,
Maybe it was like
subjective.
right?
really hyped up by others, and then you read it and you actually didn't feel the same way that everyone else did.
Okay, so thank you
That's
for
good.
saving me from myself
problem
because
at
that
all.
is exactly the thing, which is they both die at the end by Adam Silvera,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, that's the name of the book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tasha cannot with these literal naming. She's like, that's the title?
I thought we were still talking about the last book.
No.
And
Do
in
they
case
both die at the end?
So incidentally,
That's
they
how
do.
They tell you in the title.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
right
Yeah, but then
there.
the next one is called Only One of Them Dies at the End.
Oh, really?
Or something like that. Like the next ones in
the
this year's
sequel
are.
of that book.
Yeah, it's
but
called,
didn't they
like-
both die?
Well, then it's about.
Did one come back?
It's basically.
I don't know.
I
One
didn't-
came
Maybe.
back.
So now it's about a
gone.
human and a ghost.
That is one of my DNFs. I did not finish that one.
Right.
And it's basically it's about like a world where you know you're going to die. And these
so
two
like
people, but they
life?
give you 24 hours before you die. That you get a phone call, and basically they're like, "You're gonna
Oh, shit.
die." And these two people who both get the phone call get it at the same time, and then
Oh, it's
fall
like
in-
when like Queen Latifah did The Holiday.
sort of, except
So-
except they do die.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's fair.
Yeah,
I felt
and-
similar.
Yeah, and so for me, I thought the plot was very interesting, right? I thought it was a really interesting concept, and there was just there was a tone and a style to the writing that was just a little bit too dark for me, right?
Mm.
Like, and it was a little bit I don't know about it being slow, but it was kind of dark, grim, heavy, and so this is what I mean, overrated, right? That's some people's gish. And I don't want to yuck your yum. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
some people want to get into
I
that.
just want to be sad.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Surrender Your Sons was a horror gay romance novel,
Okay.
right? Who is Surrender Your Sons by? That was another
These
really
titles
good
are
one.
Kidding.
Yelling me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't
Put
think
him
it's
forth. Surrender that one.
They both die at the
They
end.
both die. And
Him.
then what was it? The
This is how you lose the time.
no, the
war.
day before Christmas.
oh, The Nightmare Before
Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
His name.
So Surrender Your Sons is by Adam Sass, and
Great.
that
name.
book is like horrifying, right? Like really terrible things. It's a horror book, right? Like so really terrible things happen to people, and I don't read horror, and so I was like, oh, I'm like reading this genre, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna like get to the end of this because I think this is really interesting as a whatever, but like I'm not going back to horror. I'm
No,
not going back to horror.
I
That's
can't do
fair.
any kind of horror.
Exactly.
You know why? It's because when I go to bed, I rewatch or reread it over in my mind, but I'm in it.
I get
Oh,
that.
you're
And
in
then I'm
it.
trapped.
Oh.
It's like Inception. I can't get out.
That's not good.
Yeah. So no.
Terrifying.
So-
Really terrifying.
What's one of the most unhinged books that you've read?
Oh, The Nightmare Before Christmas, for sure.
That's the most
Oh my God.
unhinged.
Unfucking hinged that book. With the Prince of Christmas and the Prince of Halloween. And like the Prince of Halloween walks in one scene and he's wearing like a corset with like bones and like, black mascara and like black eyeliner. And the Prince of Christmas is just like losing his shit. No, he's just like drooling over it and just like, yeah, that book is
Prince of Halloween
unstoppable.
would be hot.
He was so hot.
I believe
He was so.
that.
It was.
What about the Prince of like, I don't know, Easter?
Valentine's
It
Day.
feels like it would
No,
be very
so it was
like
the Princess of Easter.
Okay,
It was the
yeah,
princess,
that
and
makes
so it was giving. So it was giving a little bit of red, white, and royal blue.
Okay.
Right, where it's like like these two dudes, and like the
should
female
never
is the
be
third.
together.
Right, they should never be together, and then you've got like the female best friend foil of Christmas because the Princess of Christmas is best friends with the Prince of. Excuse me, the Princess of Easter is best friends with the Prince of Christmas. Unhinged. It's just unhinged.
It
It was so
right now
funny.
I'm trying to like create a graph in my mind
map.
of that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm exhausted already.
Okay, and so what's a book?
Oh
that
wait,
made...
can I
Yes,
give another
please,
unhinged
please,
one?
yes,
Okay, just because I think this is a funny story.
Yeah.
So we've already ascertained that I read on my Kobo. So Out of the Blue by I think it's by is his name Jay June? I think so. Out of the Blue. Jason June. Okay, Out of the Blue. I'm reading this book. I don't really know anything about it, right? I'm reading it on my Kobo. My Kobo is grayscale.
Okay.
That's a really important point. My Kobo is grayscale. So I see the cover, and the cover is like a guy who's sitting on the edge of a pool and another guy who's in the pool looking up at him, all cute, right? And I think, oh, cute, right? This is going to be about swimming, water, something. Fine. I start reading the first few pages, and we're in the ocean. Okay, we're in the ocean. That's
Okay.
great. That's fine.
We're Ariel.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Mhm.
But it
Aquatic.
turns out that we are actually Ariel, right?
We're Ariel.
We're Ariel. So we're in the ocean. We're in the
Ah.
ocean, and it's like
Unagi.
it's like ocean.
Unagi.
It's like ocean, like characters in the ocean talking to other characters in the ocean.
So they're
And I'm-
mermen in the picture.
So they're mermen.
Interesting.
And they're
Tasha
Interesting.
famously believes they're real.
I think the mer people are real. You know what?
We're not getting
Yeah.
into this, but I just need you to know.
maybe we
that-
need to. So
I
and
really don't think
and so I'm reading pages of this book, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Right? Like, why are we in the ocean? Why are there mer people? Like, what is this book about? And I keep
Right.
and I'm kind of into it, and I keep reading it, and it's like kind of enjoyable. And then I look it up online because I'm like, wait a second, this book is about mer people
What's
and
going
mermen.
on?
What's going
Yeah.
on? And I look it up online, and I see a color version of the cover, and it turns out that the guy in the pool, but you can't tell in grayscale, has an enormous orange fishtail. An enormous orange merman.
Just weren't
fishtail.
prepared.
I was not
You were
prepared.
prepared, but the book
I
said
was
we
n-
prepared you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We told you straight up.
wait,
this is
it's
about
right
the
on the
grayscale,
cover.
then what did that look like then?
It's just because of the waves of whatever, it looked
You just
blurry.
thought it was the
couldn't tell.
water.
I just thought it was the water. I just thought it was the water. And if you
Strange.
ever want to know how mer people fuck,
Get
it's
into-
called scaling, right?
I'm visualizing it.
It's
I'm,
called
I'm
scaling.
visualizing it.
It's called
Do they have to
scaling.
match their scales?
So their scales lift, right? Like in the nether regions, their scales start to lift, right?
I'm locked in.
And then their scales start to lock together with their partners, and that is how mer people have sex. That's how they
The
do
way
it.
Tasha was like,
That's how they do
and
it.
I'm locked in, and I'm so here for this.
And if you're doing The Little Mermaid meets mer people, right? Meets gay romance,
Yeah.
then and in this case, the merman is on shore. And so it's the same thing, right? He's on shore, so he's got legs, right? So he's got legs. And P.S., one of the things, and I want to touch on this actually, I would love for us to come back to,
Please.
is that the mer person is actually they, them, and they're new to people, and they realize that they're actually kind of gender bending and want to walk in heels and don't understand why, people with penises can't wear dresses. It's a whole thing, and I'm so
it's
here
like
for it.
Eric and Ariel were one.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
I hear it.
I think he might, I think they might actually have also had red hair, right? So like really.
So if Ariel was boy presenting.
Exactly.
Not one.
What?
I mean, but
She said one.
well, yeah, but Eric is.
If they
Yeah, but
were
he
one.
falls in love with Eric.
No, but
I'm
like
assuming. Because it's gay.
I'm gonna let you two have
maybe
it.
they fell in love
Tasha,
with
it's
Parallel parking.
Josh, it's
Parallel
It's
parking.
gay
Flounder
fan fiction.
with
It's gay
Flounder.
fan fiction
we
for
just said
for
fan fiction.
mermaids.
No, who knows if they're freaking like human at this point? We went through.
We're going to be scaling any minute now.
Okay, but so let's talk about, right? Like, so this mer person is on land and therefore has legs,
Mhm.
but so has to, like, if they're gonna fuck with another mer person, they've got to get back to like.
Ursula did some shit in that.
So
Tasha said, I don't need to read these. I'm writing them myself.
I'm writing the Ursula said, listen.
Welcome
listen.
welcome to Tasha's gay romance writing class, where I will be telling you how this book goes.
I'm really ready for
See,
that. I'm really ready for that. I know. I'm really ready. If you sell tickets, I'll
I'm
come.
crying.
If you sell tickets, I'll buy them.
Done.
I'm ready for your masterclass in gay romance.
Okay.
And so they do it in hot tubs.
Mm.
Right? They do it in hot tubs. Right? Because
Because
that's
I
how
must
they
have-
get
I
back
must have
to
missed
Yeah.
the part. So like they can't have sex on land because
They have
Because
legs.
they have legs.
they have legs,
And they don't know how.
but they don't know how to use their parts.
Their
Oh, I
bits.
imagine that
and
they
then,
could,
but
but
then
you
when they
can't
get back
scale.
in water,
Mhm.
they're like, "This is where our true selves lie."
I transform back into.
Yes.
It's like, what was that movie? Was it Blue?
H2O, where she's like,
H2O?
Chloe, no, the condensation. This is no, Chloe. When this is mer people is gonna be our thing. We're gonna have shirts made that say Tasha believes in mermen, and mine is gonna say Chloe.
And
no,
then it's gonna
the
say,
condensation.
Kevin told me there's a book.
Yeah.
It
Have you
is.
scaled today?
Have you Perfect. Have you scaled today? Write it down.
It's recorded, Boo.
Right.
It's recorded, like everything else we say.
Okay.
Jason June.
Jason
I
June,
just
just
want you to
unlocked.
thank you
It's
for
really
all of the
open.
love and the joy that you have brought to our lives. Truly,
Well, does
It's
this
really
mean
great.
that maybe you'll switch from like grayscale when you're reading, so you don't get
No, for
bamboozled
sure
in
not.
this way?
No, for sure not, because it was part of the fun.
You know what? I
The
respect
fucking
it.
plot twist that I was actually reading a book about mer
Yeah.
people was like out of control.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my
So
gosh.
love a good plot twist.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap up the episode
It's been
with
so good.
with so good. We're not quite done. I have one question for you, and then we're gonna play a game.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of got into this, but I just want to give you the opportunity to answer this. Besides the scaling and the mer people,
Oof.
is there any other book that you've read that really made you gasp?
Oh, that's such a great
And it wasn't
question.
because you didn't look at the cover properly.
Oh, that's a good question. That really made me gasp.
That you're like, whether it was shocking or
Okay. So Surrender Your Sons was definitely like more horror than I expected it to be. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay, wow. Incredible plot twist was the sci-fi one that I recommended to you.
oh yeah, there's something. What is
You
it
didn't read
called?
it.
No, I did read it. I read it all
What
the
was
way.
that one
It's lying.
called?
Something like
Oh yeah, The Darkness Outside
The
Us
Darkness Outside Us.
by
didn't read
Elliot
it.
Schrefer.
I did read the whole thing.
What's it about?
It's about like America and Russia send these people into space, and I can't really reveal the
so you
twist.
you read the back.
No,
of
no,
it.
I read the whole thing. And they're like, they basically are having to work together on this spaceship, but they don't know each other. It's actually crazy because I can't reveal it to you. But
Okay.
but basically, they're having to travel really far away, and they fall in love, and then this twist happens, and then you're like, oh my gosh. It's wild. That is a really good example of the gasp. And people,
The twist is
if you want
wild.
a twist, that's a really
They
good.
teleported to Uranus, right?
No,
That's what
I
it
will
is.
tell you when we're not recording what it's
Okay.
about. It'll gag you
Yeah.
because she won't read it.
Why'd you say it like that?
When was the last book you read?
Okay, first of all, the shade can shut the front door.
This is a
Yeah.
graduate of the
The
Scholastic
shade.
book
Book
reading
club.
book club reading
The shade of
program.
it all. Gosh, she said, let me put on my glasses and shade you. I just went back and read all the Harry Potters again.
Okay,
Oh,
And I
fine.
just finished that. Thank
good.
you.
Amazing.
Idiot. Next.
Next, okay. So, any other gaspy books that
Yes,
you'd like to
there was
recommend
one
to
that
our
I really
listener?
want to shout out here. What a gasp! Okay, so by Jandy Nelson, I'll Give You the Sun, and the the gas for this the gas for this wasn't the plot twist. It was the way that the author told the story from the main character's perspective. So the main character is very artistic, wants to go to art school.
Okay.
And as they live their life, it's a little bit like Ally McBeal. Did you ever see Ally McBeal?
I didn't watch it really.
So and I didn't really watch it
Tasha,
either.
you did. Okay.
Way back when.
Okay.
Yeah. And so from what I remember about Ally McBeal, I didn't really watch it either, but the way that the show is told is through the main character's head. And you see like you see the imagination of the main character take place in front of you. So Allie's talking to someone and is like super bored and is just like seeing the person's head expand and turn into a balloon that just floats away. Right?
Okay.
Because she's so bored with the conversation.
Got it. Yeah.
And so this book is very much told in that way. And it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I read it and I was like, oh my God, I think this might be the best book I've read this year.
And what was it called again?
It's called I'll Give You the Sun.
I'll Give You the Sun.
Because the way that the author, Nelson, the way that the author tells the story through the imagination of the main character, and because he's an artist, it's color and it's light and I thought it was incredible.
Cool.
So, so that one made me gasp for sure.
I love that.
Listen.
Before we wrap,
yeah.
do you
Well, we're
mind
not
if
wrapping. We have a game.
Oh yeah, before the game.
But please,
because I read the notes in advance.
Yeah,
of
course.
And there was a thing that you said that I just wanted us to talk about.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't make it into the final cut. That's fine. But representation.
Please.
I really want to talk about representation because one of the things that I have loved so much about the gay romance genre is that there's the variety of representation that I see in the writing. Right?
In what sense?
In the sense of folks of color, in the sense of ability and disability, in the sense of neurodivergence, in the sense of like a body type,
even
right?
gender presentation.
Right? Like it's a mile wide and a mile deep. And that is something that I have really appreciated. And one of the things that I wonder, I don't know if I'm ready to like say this for sure.
Okay.
But like one of the things I wonder is this actually a genre that's pushing the boundaries of that? Right? Is gay romance
or like
I think it's like on the edge. It's like on the cutting edge of that to some degree.
Yeah.
I would say probably because of its readership. Like the readership is often queer women.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that there's like
really queer women.
Yeah, queer women is like the highest percent. It's like basically like Gen Z
Really?
queer women are like the highest readership.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So I think it makes sense that like often those folks are generally more at the edge of the like, you know, pushing the
pushing the
boundaries of
politics.
Yeah,
Pushing the politics.
So I think it would make sense that they're
Interesting.
both writing and consuming that, where I don't know if that would necessarily be as true for other demographics.
Right. So,
but I think that that's great that it's like something that you've even noticed just in reading it.
Oh my God.
Clearly like
one of the last books I read, one of the characters, didn't have legs below the knees. Right.
Okay.
And that's a really like, it's interesting. I was going to say it's a really important plot point. It's actually, at some level, it's not important to the plot. It's just a thing that
It's just
happens.
something that happened.
It's just a thing that happens.
Yeah.
That's right. And it just sort of fades into the background and awesome. And I'll say that in all of my years of reading, now I'm a writer.
Yeah.
In all my years of reading, I actually hadn't read about a character who didn't have, legs below the knees.
Yeah,
and so for me, it was really like, oh, like this is how like their life goes, and this is like what's painful and not right. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, I just think that that's really important.
And was there smut in that book?
There wasn't.
Okay.
No,
so I was going
not
to say that's one of those things that I also think is interesting is that like you often like I think there's a common view that like folks who are not like who don't have all their limbs, who are not fully able, are often not seen as sexual objects.
Right.
And so it would be interesting in a book where that is like an element of it.
Honestly, I'm sure it's
representation matters, y'all.
Absolutely.
It totally does.
It does.
And one of my favorite series is called The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune. T.J. Klune, very popular author in the genre, has written 1,000 books. It's incredible. And it was super busy. And the series, The Extraordinaries, it actually is also about fanfic, which is really fun.
Classic.
It's so meta because the main character in the book writes fanfic, and then the fanfic comes real in the book. Like it's
That's
so
very
sweet.
Inception.
Exactly. And the main character is like really strongly ADHD, right? And it's actually, what do I want to say here? Like, in some ways, it's like really celebrated, right? Like he owns it. He's got no fucks to give about it. Like he shows up in that way, right? His friends like, rib him a bit, not about that, but about various other things. And he's like, well, like, like this is the way my brain works and it's amazing, right? Like it's really seeing neurodivergence really not just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Like, not just something that's managed, but something that's celebrated.
It just makes it that.
Yeah, it's just part of
it's just part of you.
Yeah.
Totally. Anyway, I think that's really beautiful, and that has been important for me, and I actually think is also really important to the genre.
Love it.
Thank you for coming to my TED
We're
Talk.
so happy.
Really have enjoyed it.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Was there any other things you wanted to talk about or that touch on before we get into our game with you?
I think I might be there.
You're feeling okay.
I think I might be there.
Satiated with
it says read. Just read it.
Read it.
Just read it.
Read it.
Read it, Brendan.
I think some of the elements of the game may bring up more, so please dive into it. So with every guest, we play this game called Fun or You're Done. It's a segment where basically Tasha and I are going to give you different tropes from romance and frame it in gay romance however you'd like. And you're going to tell us, is it fun, as in good, or you're done, as in absolutely not?
Right.
Cool.
And this is from my perspective.
It's your perspective.
Okay, great.
And you're welcome to expand as much or as little as you'd like about what your answer is.
Great.
Okay, so we'll start with
I always wanted to be on a game show. Actually.
Fun or you're done, enemies to lovers.
Oh, fun.
Great. Tash, do you want to pick one from the list?
Yes. Forced proximity.
Pass.
That's not
fun or
option.
That's the darkness inside. That's forced proximity. Fun or you're done.
Oh, fun.
Fun or you're done.
Pass. On number 2.
Fun or you're
done. I go along.
Secret relationship.
Oh, I think a little bit you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to say more about that?
Oh, I don't know. It's giving a little bit closet, which for me is like what we were talking about before. It's like, it feels like I get it.
We've been there.
Yeah, it feels a little bit cliche, but it's fine.
Got it. Tash?
Oh my God. Heated Rivalry fans everywhere like, but Heated Rivalry. And I've been canceled. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I like this one. Grumpy versus sunshine.
Oh, fun. And I've got an A.M. Wardell wrote Mistletoe and Mishigas. Oh my God, that book, which was recommended to me by your partner.
Yeah.
And it's about a custodian at a high school and one of the teachers, an elementary school teacher. And the elementary school teacher is fairy pixie dust, like rainbow sparkle, incredible. And the custodian is like grumpy, like really like in it, like doesn't like cynical, whatever, and mayhem. And also of all my books, that's like 3 out of 4 Chili Peppers.
Wow. Maybe like when they come together, it's like, when Grumpy and Sunshine comes together, that's just what makes like thunder.
Oh
lightning.
My God. Well, the fucking thunder and lightning that happens in that book.
Crash kaboom.
And it's a little bit on the explicit side. So like, do not recommend that to, your teens or nieces and nephews, whatever.
If you have a delicate constitution, that's not your book.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Fun or you're done, forbidden love.
Oh, fun. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Star-crossed lovers, no problem.
Yeah. Ooh, age gap.
Yeah.
That's you're done for
Yeah,
sure.
you're done.
You're
Yeah,
done.
you're
Okay. Fun or you're done, best friend's brother.
Oh, fun. Oh, yeah. I mean, basically because I dated my best friend's brother a long time ago. And so I have had my own share of fun in that respect. And I wouldn't mind reading about it.
Great.
Yeah, why not?
I like that.
Oh, sorry, my brother's best friend. Wait. Best friend's brother? Brother's best friend.
Best friend's brother.
Oh my God. I just had like a little bit of a stroke and went to my brother's best friend, which was actually my story. Anyway, doesn't matter. The point is, sure, fun.
That was more information. That was interesting information regardless.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
Johnny, if you're out there, hi.
Ash?
which one do I like here? Tabloid scandal romance.
Oh, sure. Fun. You need the drama. Yeah,
you
yeah,
need the drama. Okay, fun or you're done. Slow burn.
So fun.
Okay. You love the tension.
Already sweating. Oh my God, the burn.
Okay. A small town acceptance arc.
More than
We from
fun.
my town of 300 people.
Yes, give it to me. What's that show with the drag queens?
Yeah.
We're here.
We're here. Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh,
great one.
So fun.
Okay, fun or you're done by awakening.
Oh, fun.
Fun.
Yeah. Bi representation matters for sure.
Slay.
We love bi.
Okay, we love bi.
We love bi.
Tasha, we'll do 2 more each.
I'm trying to see which one is. I'm going to ask it. I don't know if I want this one, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Insta love.
Define the question.
It's all spelled all together, so I'm feeling like it's social media-y, like it's Insta love all together.
Right. As in, like, people who find love through socials.
Maybe like I went through your DM and like hollered you through your DM, and then
I was thinking it's like love at first sight, but Insta love probably
that's
works.
not how I read that.
Okay, but either one.
Okay, so love at first sight. I'll go with you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Kind of over it. No, kind of over it. It's just a little bit too like I like saccharin, and it's a little bit too like hard eyes. Can't do it. And then the Insta. I just don't have enough experience with that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Fun or you're done. Third act breakup.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Because I read the notes in advance. What is that?
Like they break up in the last act of the book.
No, of course not.
Oh, I read
You're
that
fucking
differently.
done.
How did you read it?
You know when someone's like, well, I guess there's only a second half, but you know when someone's like, oh, I'm in my second act of life, third act, like, like I've stopped this career, I've started something new.
Yeah.
So I thought of it like older love.
Oh, got it. Like
that, like in your 60s,
like
70s.
golden age.
That's what I thought that represented. So do you have something for that?
I sure do. Fun.
Yeah.
No, I think
is
that's
there
so
much
fun.
representation of that of like older people falling in love?
So I think there was one book. Oh no, that wasn't a gay romance book. So I'm not sure. Okay. I haven't read it, but again, a mile wide and a mile deep. I'm sure it's out there.
Great.
And actually,
which should also be the topic or the title.
A mile wide and a mile deep.
Title of this episode.
That's 4 Chili Peppers for sure. For sure.
But just to say, if you've got recos, put them in the comments
Please.
I would love to read some Golden Years, third act breakup.
Totally.
Yeah. I'd love to read some of that. I think that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was our fun or you're done segment. Did you enjoy that?
I did very much.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so this has been really fun.
Absolutely.
I hope that you enjoyed getting to talk about all of
Are you
this.
heated?
I'm so heated.
Moist?
I am. I might need to be wearing a blanket. I just want you to know that this has been. I'm so thank you for saying that. And there is no one that this has been more fun for than me.
Well, we had the best time.
No,
because
actually, this was so fun.
Was it? Awesome.
Yeah,
because
totally.
I love this genre. I think it's so important. And and it just gives me such enthusiasm to talk about it.
That's so great. Something that's important to note for some of the folks out there, what we've been talking about is actually semi-related to a very popular thing called boy love and fajoshis, which we have not gone into it. Fajoshis, which is this whole other segment of this, which is like girls that are into like boy gay anime. And fajoshis is a term for that. And so that may be a topic for a different one.
Brought
but
that up, I thought you were talking about like a diva cup. And like, I was like, no, maybe that's not what
no,
that
is. But it is. But this is like a part of the system that makes that. And so it's been really fun to be able to dip our toes into this industry. So thank you so much, Kevin, for coming for this.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Joshing all over us.
Yes.
You are so welcome. I hope it has been as good for you as it certainly was for me.
It was.
We'll be writing the next genre of gay romance novels, which is podcast.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's like ASMR or something. Okay, so close us out. Give one recommendation of a book if you this is the book that people need to read? Is it him? What's the book that people should?
Oh, I think canonically it's Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Red, White, and Royal Blue.
I think that's really the canon. It's not where it started, but it was really, and I get that it was really popular. And so like people might have feelings about like, oh, you're just picking the popular one, but it's actually a wonderful book. It's really well written. I understand why it was made into a movie. Casey McQuiston's really great. And if you're going to start somewhere, I'd start there.
Perfect.
There you go. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, folks. And as always, comment, like below. Tell us what gay romance novel did we miss? Which one should Kevin be reading next?
Number
What's
69.
Book 69?
What's book 69?
70, 71.
I would love for it to just be called 69.
Yeah, that would be iconic. Well, thanks for coming, Kev.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so
We
much.
had the best
Such
time.
a pleasure.
This is really fun.
And maybe we'll have you back next season.
Amazing. Would love that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Mwah.